Hi, I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
And this is Speaking Of,
Yes, it is.
where we're here again to speak of things that need speaking of.
And even if they don't, we're
usually
going to speak of them
we
anyway.
Speak of them anyway, as
Yes.
is often the case.
Very often.
So, do you want to go first, or would you like
well,
me to?
I need to get
I'll let
something
you
off.
lead.
Well, I need to get something out because it was traumatic, and you know that I don't like to
dear.
suffer alone. So I'm going to share it with all of you.
All of the internet must suffer along with her.
Yes, yes. So we were recently in the car driving to Studio W.
Oh.
Yeah. And I witnessed a horrific sight. I saw the backside of a man, which... Okay, let me just finish.
Wait, there's more. And it has nothing to do with things being below the equator.
No, he was
so,
fully
yes.
dressed and everything. He had a very fat, bald head.
It was a little heavy set.
Yeah, and it was very bald, except for a very back spot where there was a big square like this
Patch of hair.
of hair that was pulled into a braided ponytail that was probably this long. I wish I were joking.
Oh, he thought he was a Jedi Padawan learner.
Tell you what, one pair of scissors and he ain't gonna be nothing.
No connection to the Force with you.
I told Jared that I wanted to take a pair of scissors to the ponytail and then grab the ponytail and smack the guy in the face with it.
It needed to be done.
It really
It was
did.
a fashion don't. So speaking of traumatic, as you know, I don't know if the internet knows, I have forayed myself. No, that doesn't sound right.
Is that even a word?
I don't think so. But anyway, I'm back in the business of education.
Oh yes, yes.
And it's that lovely.
He's back to influencing the lives of children.
Can you imagine? They
Be
let
afraid.
me do this. So it's the traumatic time of year of school pictures.
Oh, that is traumatic.
So, of course, there's this big thing that faculty also has to have their picture taken.
Well, yeah.
This is normally something I get out of. Try to do my best. You know.
He's the guy that in the yearbook there's like a
There's
stick
a
figure
silhouette.
or a clown or something. Yeah.
Mr. Vincent. So yeah. So anyway, I'm like, well, I'm in a new school this year, so I better be good and play by the rules. Blah blah blah.
You think?
So it's in the morning, and my coworker comes in because she had gone down before me, and she's like, okay, you need to get your picture. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, just to warn you,
They
it's
have
from...
rubber duckies this time.
Oh, it's worse than that. The picture is from the waist up.
What?
And I'm like,
Why?
exactly. And I'm like, are you, here's me, are you sure?
Sure.
Like, she didn't actually do this,
Is the cameraman a pervert and maybe that was just for you?
Because, and think about how many years have the pictures
Yeah.
been? Just the little head,
Yeah,
and you
the
go,
shoulders, and that's it.
whatever.
Because why?
So I'm like, okay. So I go down to the auditorium, because that's where this big shindig's going on, of course, as it has for eons of time.
It's true.
And lo and behold, this is what's happening. So I get my little picture ticket. You still have to get the ticket. It just kills me. And the photographer, we will use our air quotes, the photographer, is walking me back and giving me the spiel. Okay, you need to remove your lanyard and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. So I go back there and there's tape on the ground, like there's marks.
Places,
You need to put your feet here. So I'm at an angle. Then she says, no, I'm standing. This is a standing picture.
You can still do this.
Oh, I couldn't, because this woman wasn't having none of it.
She's a photo Nazi.
So, yeah, so she's like, put your pictures here, and then she's like, okay, and now you need to tilt your chest this way, and put your head down like this.
Was it a glamour
And-
shot? Good grief!
Wait till you see it, I might share it.
I can't wait. I cannot.
Because they're coming. So, then she says to me,
I hope there's like a glittery star background or something.
now, I wish there was. Now put your hands in your pocket, or you can hook your thumbs in
Shut
your
up.
pocket. Because it was like Saved by the Bell. That's all I could think. That's how those guys used to go around with their thumbs in
Yeah.
their pockets. So, I'm like, all right, I'll put my hands in my pocket. Because at this point, I'm just done. I mean, I've been put in so many positions, I'm like, just take the picture.
Gosh. Wow.
So then she's going, so I'm smiling, and she's taking a picture. Okay, oh, that's a really great smile. Oh, that didn't work. And so I'm sitting there still smiling. All right, come on, So 3 takes. And she's assuring me what a great smile it is with my hands in my pockets.
Oh my gosh.
I can't wait to show you.
Why?
It's so,
Why would they suddenly make
It
this?
is horrible.
Why can't
And-
you just sit in a chair and make it like a passport photo and just be done with it?
And it used to be because this way took much longer.
Well,
like when we took our
yeah.
classes down.
It's just down to
'cause-
go. Down
yeah,
to go.
exactly. That's how it used to be, and we were
And if
down
you
there.
made a face, well, too bad.
We were down there for 20 minutes.
Because remember 13 going on 30?
Oh yeah.
It's Jenna!
Well, that was nice too, because now they let the adults. I'm sure they didn't with the kids. We got to look at the little digital things and
choose
do
or
an
whatever.
approval. But yeah, that's when I looked at it, and I immediately
Well-
thought, well, here's my glamour shot.
Where's my feather boa? Well, they let the kids do like airbrushing and stuff on their class photos now.
Kidding.
No, like.
Well, I knew you could like get rid of your zits or whatever if you wanted
no,
to do that.
No.
But, yeah.
No.
If we had to have zits in our picture.
I'm just saying that they're just feeding this need to have an alternate reality.
Yes.
Just, if you got zits, you got zits. That's part of being a teenager. Own it. Get over it. Cry me a river.
Own it for time and all eternity.
That's what concealer is for, children. So speaking of school photos.
Oh no.
And you're talking about the ticket.
Oh.
It reminds me of,
yes.
of my oldest brother, who has a school photo where it was kind of like that, where there's like a wooden, like a railroad tie kind
You
of.
get to pose like this.
No, but he has his arms like on the railroad tie, right?
Right.
And in his hand is the check to pay the
Oh,
photographer.
shut up.
It's awesome.
Well, at least they knew he was good for it.
Apparently, because yeah, he's like holding the check. It's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of money.
Oh, speaking of money.
Speaking of money.
All right, go for it.
Well, so Beverly and I recently had an exchange at
Beverly.
the office. And what's interesting about this exchange is that it happened to occur right in front of the security guy. Now, we're not talking about like a bouncer. We're not talking about like the, the police dressed guy that stands at the door. We're talking about the guy that like,
Because the airport is over.
well, no, like so he's in the office, but he helps get the badges, and if there's something suspicious or whatever, he takes care of it, kind of like detective stuff. I mean, it's like like security. Okay.
Right.
So we had this conversation in front of him. It was awesome. So Beverly is trying to give me money, which I didn't want to accept.
Was it a bribe? It was a bribe.
No.
Oh.
Well, so then she's explaining to the security guy, and she's like, well, Kate gave me some product. And I said, you need to use your
Your air quotes.
She gave me some product.
Let's do them this way.
And I want to pay her for it. And I said, no, I don't want your money. Your payment is to get it out of my drawer. I don't want the product anymore. And then I'm telling the security guy, I was like,
sounds like it's evidence.
I know, right? So I say to the security guy, I'm like, she doesn't realize the first one's free. It's not till the next one that we start demanding
They
money.
call those favors.
Favors. So then
Anybody have a favor?
I got a favor. So then she says, so then she's
great.
demanding that I take this money, and I don't want to take it. I'm not going to take it. So then we're standing kind of close to where our desks are, and she's like, look, either you take this money from me, or I'm going to take it over to Tweedledummer, and I'm going to say to him, Kate really wanted you to have this money. That made me mad. And I said, don't you dare. And she said,
Tweedledummer.
I'll do it. And then she said, okay, it's either that, I either give it to him, or I'm going to shove it in your shirt right here in front of everybody.
That's like a strip club.
I know. And she did. She like reached and tried to shove it in my shirt. So I grabbed it and I'm like, fine, but I'm going to get it into singles, and every day I'm going to leave $1 in your desk somewhere. And then I put it in my purse.
And that, dear viewers, is how we paid for lunch today.
That's true. Good times.
Just in case anyone's wondering.
Yes, the product.
The product. I love
Sometimes you just gotta
that.
sell it.
Because you gotta get it out, because you don't want it there for evidence.
Yeah. Well, and then we were on the other side of the room, kind of conspiring, and the security guy's still over there, and he's just shaking.
He's worrying about the product.
Yeah, he's just shaking his head at us, and which he does every time we walk past. Oh, you too.
Oh, you too.
I know.
I think he's shaking his head because you're talking to the air. Because we all know Beverly's
I
not
was gonna
real.
say he's probably shaking his head, saying, "Oh, you 1.5."
What's that Beverly saying to you today? Are the voices loud or are they quiet?
They're singing today. It's musical.
Oh, that would be fun. Make my day go by a lot quicker.
Right?
It would, it's true.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm Jarrett,
I'm Kate.
and we'll see you next time.
Please come back.
Please.